H33 by James Cary.
Charles, I've managed to find some possible wheel settings on this message from a unit in Bergen. I was going to take them down to the machines in Hut 9.
Gordon, quiet.
Oh, sorry. Are you trying to concentrate?
No, I'm trying to sleep.
What's the matter?
I'm exhausted. Thanks to you and Archie being out last night, I was left alone with Mrs. Best, a woman more desperate for sex than an adolescent Italian rabbit.
I'm sorry, but I was at Cubs.
No, so you're running a little cub pack?
No. I'm in Cubs.
Gordon, you're 17. Surely you should be a scout by now.
That's what I said to Mum, but she won't let me until I've got all my badges. I can't do the one where you start a fire with twigs.
Gordon, let me get this straight. You have an IQ of 186, and if you were in a maths class with Einstein, he'd be copying your homework.
So?
So, starting fire isn't beyond the wit of a simple Neanderthal. Like this fine specimen. Homo Geordius. Witness the primitive attempt at speech.
Oh, all right.
The monkey talks.
Well, if I'm Homo Geordius, you're Homo... Actually, you're just a homo.
Oh, a homosexual joke. Very good.
Guys, let's not argue.
No, I'm sorry. I just assumed Archie was a gibbering primate because he seemed to have forgotten our agreement.
Well, we don't talk about politics, sport, religion, the war. In fact, we just don't talk.
No, the other agreement about Mrs. Best.
Oh, yeah. The chaperone agreement.
Yes, where you don't leave me alone with that woman.
In hot pursuit, is she?
Well, I took the usual precautions. I bolted the window. I pushed the wardrobe against the door. But her attempt to tunnel from the bathroom took me by surprise.
Surely she cannot be that desperate.
Well, she is, especially after the butcher got conscripted, and the locksmith moved away, and the bobby put his back out, and the greengrocer got gout, and the local regiment got sent to North Africa.
Sorry, I was out watching a film.
Ooh, what was it?
The Bletchley Communist Society was screening Eisenstein's Story of the Working Man's Tractor. And to be honest, it's not as good as it sounds.
I don't really know how that's possible. I think I'd rather have a hot spatula pressed on my eyeball.
No. It was about collectivised beetroot farming in the Krasnodar region, showing you everyday life. And they did show you every day.
I heard you guys only turn up for the free vodka.
Shut up. Although it did make the 4 hours go a little faster. And I'll be honest, I'm not looking forward to part 2. The harvest.
What on earth was part 1?
Planting. And waiting. I drank a lot of vodka.
Morning, H33.
Not quite so loud, Josh.
Trotsky's a little delicate after the vodka last night.
Oh, you must be careful, Archie. In the Great War, my father was nearly court-martialed for drinking on duty.
What did he do?
He downed a bottle of scotch, called his own regiment a bunch of woofters, got into a tank, and advanced 15 miles.
Why was he nearly court-martialed for that?
Well, as Field Marshal Haig put it, what if everyone got into a tank and advanced 15 miles? Then where would we be?
Well, eventually, Berlin.
Right, well, on with the day's business. I have to inform you that there is going to be a royal visitor at Bletchley Park.
Wow, which one?
At the moment, that information is classified.
When are they coming?
At the moment, that information is also classified.
And when do we find out more?
That information is also classified.
Well, I'm glad we've had this little chat.
It's all hush-hush for security reasons, and our royal visitor also wants the visit to be a surprise, so he sees a true picture of life here at Bletchley Park. So everything needs to be cleaned, polished and tidied.
We're not downing tools and sweeping and mopping just for some inbred big knob with 12 webbed toes.
Archibald, that is treason.
No, it isn't. I'm just expressing my views in a free country. That is why we went to war.
No, it isn't. I thought we went to war because we're due for one.
Josh, we went to war because Germany invaded Poland.
Really? When? I didn't hear about that.
It was 2 years ago.
Oh, that's not all. Someone really ought to do something.
Yes, Josh, I think that's why we've been at war for the last 2 years.
Right. Good old us. Well done. Carry on.
Evening, Mrs. B.
All right, gents. What'll it be?
Do you have any wine?
Oh, yes.
that isn't made from dandelions or root vegetables.
Ah.
Oh. Well, a dry sherry then. Gordon, can I get you anything?
Actually, I'm meeting Minka.
Oh.
It's nothing like that, except I don't know where I'm supposed to be meeting her.
Hello.
Minka, how do you do that?
Camouflage is Polish word.
Actually, I think you'll find it's from the medieval French. Although its true derivation is unclear. And although there's a war on, you just can't go around carrying a Bren gun.
Is for Gordon.
For me? What for?
This thing called cubs is like Polish youth resistance, yes?
Not really.
You have badge for shooting, yes?
Yes, but with an air rifle, not a machine gun.
Air rifle is no good for killing Nazis. I did it once. It took so long. All weekend. Pop, pop, pop. Ow, ow, ow. Still, gave me time to enjoy.
Minka, I don't think you've quite understood the scout movement. They have badges for swimming, camping.
Interrogation.
No.
Sabotage.
Again, no.
Blowing up bridge.
Minka, I just need to get my fire starting badge.
That is easy. We just find a warehouse.
No, just a small fire.
I see. Just cottage. Or this pub.
Oi, do you mind?
Minka, it's a small fire.
We burn postbox.
No!
Postman?
No!
So, Charles, it's just you and me then.
Actually, it's you and I.
Oh, dear, Professor. Have I failed my English test? Do I deserve a spanking?
No.
I've got my own paddle.
Archie, there you are. Good to see you. Come in and join us.
What's the matter with you? You haven't been in this good a mood since the varsity boat race and they found that limpet mine on the Cambridge port side.
Just trying to be friendly. Let me get you a drink.
Not for me. I'm off to see me film.
Good for you, Archie. Have a good night. Bye.
No, Archie, stay. Tell us about what you're going to see. What is it? Eisenstein's Part 2, The Harvest?
We're skipping that and going straight to the exciting part. Pickling.
Even better.
It's only 4 hours if you include the extra reel in which they put the tops on all the jaws.
So, you'll be gone for 4 hours. Interesting. Charles, what could you and I do that takes 4 hours?
A jigsaw? Although I am tempted by this film, Archie. Count me in.
Oh, but you said you'd rather have a hot spatula rubbed in your eye.
Really? Did I say that?
You did.
But didn't we have an agreement?
We did. A gentleman's agreement. But, as you never tire of saying, I am not a gentleman. In fact, I'm homo Jordius. Good night.
So, Charles, what could we do that just requires the two of us?
A suicide pact?
Archie, those messages from Bergen appeared to show some kind of anti-aircraft. You okay?
Still a bit hungover. I needed to drink quite a lot to get through the film. Especially the bit where they put the lids on 6,000 jars. How was your lesson in fire making?
Pretty good, actually.
You look surprised. Oh, your eyebrows have gone.
Minka got me 2 badges in one. Lighting fires and riverside cookery. She set fire to an otter. While it was still in the water. It was some flamethrower.
Morning, Charles. Did you have a lovely night in with Mrs. B?
She was like a dog after a... Actually, it's a bad simile to use, I'm afraid.
So, she's closing in on you?
Yes, which is why I spent most of the night making a decoy of myself out of papier-mâché.
Pay attention, H33. I have orders for the royal visit.
Oh, who are we getting? I hope it's one of the important ones. The most royal person I've ever met was when our school gym was opened by Princess Stephanie.
Who's Princess Stephanie?
She's the Duchess of Cornwall's second cousin, twice removed.
And she married her first cousin, once removed, becoming her own stepdaughter and great-aunt.
All I remember is she had enormous ears, and at lunchtime she physically couldn't close her mouth when she ate.
It probably won't be her. We're an intelligence unit. They'll send Prince Henry, Duke of York.
Oh, he's the clever one, isn't he? The one that can nod and point at the same time.
Real swot.
What about the Duke of Cumbria? He's nice.
He's a charming man, but he's been keeping a low profile since,
He shot his butler.
No, he didn't shoot him. Well, he did shoot him, but he wasn't to know that you can't reenact William Tell with a blunderbuss.
Easy mistake to make if you're inbred, drunk, and mental.
What about Prince George, Duke of Kent?
Isn't he a Nazi spy?
The Duke of Kent? A Nazi spy? That's treason.
Either way, given all the suspicions, they're hardly going to send the Duke of Kent to a secret place like this.
Well, whoever it is, the orders are as follows. For the royal visitor, visually informative displays will be made for the inspection by all non-essential code-breaking huts. These huts are Hut 33... That's it. Carry on, Hut 33.
Gordon, how were Scouts?
Great, except I've now been banned from the Scout movement for life.
I'm guessing Minka's involved in this.
Maybe.
Well, everything was going fine until Minka turned up at the brownies next door.
They may be little girls, but they need to know how to kill Nazi with hairpin.
I reckon they would have overlooked that, and the bit where you issued each of them with grenades.
Oh, dear.
But I think it was the putting Brown Al's head through a window that did it.
They fascists.
Fascists?
They wear brown dress, like brown shirts. They even have salute. Dib-dibby, same as Sieg Heil.
Oh, Minka. They're not in league with Hitler.
Huh, you believe their propaganda because they give out cookies.
Don't be ridiculous.
Although they are very nice.
It's okay. I have last laugh. Ha, you see? That's me. I laugh. Ha.
So, what do we have here?
It's a wall display explaining all the stuff we do here in the hut.
Oh, it's not very detailed, is it?
No, Josh, that's the wall. The display's over here.
With you.
Let me explain. This diagram here shows how we break the wheel settings, send them to Hut 9, put them through the machines where they're broken, decrypted, and then brought back here so Charles can translate them into English.
Right, so we're in a place where messages are turned into English so we know what the Germans are doing.
Yes.
Oh, will that be the Germans now?
No, they don't phone the messages through.
That's hardly fair. Hut 33. Yes, sir. Right, sir, yes. Thank you, sir. Yeah. Goodbye, sir. Very odd. That was Colonel Standring. He said the royal visit is in 2 hours and it's the Duke of Kent.
Of course, they're sending a spy.
The Duke of Kent is not a spy, probably. He's just a keen amateur photographer of airfields, docks, and military installations. Yeah, he's a spy, isn't he? Yes.
No one is saying he's a spy. Although Colonel Standring did just say, hide everything and think up a cover story.
We could say we're army statisticians.
Oh, I know. We could say we're a decoding unit.
We
are a decoding unit.
Yes, of course.
Why do we have to go to Hut 9?
Security, Gordon.
That doesn't really answer my question, Josh.
It's perfectly obvious. We can't stay on our own huts. We all know too much.
Josh, you barely know who you are.
Don't be ridiculous. I'm Joshua I've got it written down somewhere.
So, we all have to move huts so we don't give away its secrets because ignorance is safety.
Exactly. That's why I'm considered the safest person on site. So, I'm giving the Duke the guided tour.
You must be very proud.
Here's Hut 9. Now, the Colonel has said that on no account must the Duke see these machines. Your job is to think up a convincing cover story. Hello? Right, yes. Goodbye. Right, the Duke's here. I need to go and meet him at the gates. See you later.
What do you call a duke?
You call him Your Highness, and when you meet him, you bow and wait for him to speak. And then...
Look, can we just get on with this cover story? If he tells Hitler about all this kit, we're finished.
Archie, it's quite simple. If the Duke insists on coming in here, we need only to send out an oily working-class type in overalls saying it's not safe.
Why are you looking at me?
Well, you yourself said that you're not a gentleman and a proud member of the proletariat.
All right, it's from a country. What do I have to say?
Just that there's heavy machinery malfunctioning in the hut, which is unsafe for the royal person to be near. He's very vain.
But what if he insists on coming in?
I kill him.
Minka, where are you?
I told you camouflage is Polish word.
Oh, there you are. Yeah, now that is impressive. You've disguised yourself as a notice board.
This is true. I wait. He look at interesting map of Bletchley, I stab in head.
I like your thinking, but it might just cause more problems.
It is considered to be bad form to assassinate, well, anyone, really.
Ha! You are weak, like brown owl. Oh, look at me. Don't give the little girls grenades.
Minka, we're already in enough trouble. Please don't kill the Duke of Kent. Cavey, they're coming.
This is the parade ground, Your Holiness.
Your Holiness? I think you're confusing me with the Pope.
Oh, yes, sorry. This is the parade ground, yours sincerely.
Yes. Is it really?
That's some gravel. That is a shrub.
Yes.
That's the sun. Oh, is that a pigeon?
Look, can you please show me something interesting? Like that young man over there.
This is Gordon.
Hello, young man.
Your Highness.
And what do you do?
This and that, Your Highness.
This and that. Oh, we're not going to win a war with a bit of this and that, now are we?
No, Your Highness.
No, Your Highness. Although, what about a bit of the other? How old are you?
17, Your Highness.
Not you, then. Oh, hang on. Is that Charles Gardner? It is. Oh, hello, old thing.
Your Highness?
A long time no see. The Ribbentrops are beginning to think you've gone off them.
Yeah. Well, there is a war on.
Oh, why let a little war get in the way of a beautiful friendship? We should be making peace with the Germans. I mean, it's just a small squabble over Poland.
Poland and France, Your Highness.
And Holland, Belgium, Denmark, Greece, Russia.
All those countries as well. Are we all against the Germans? Because that hardly seems fair.
Yeah, I so agree. Hitler may have a few rough edges, but he talks a lot of sense on transport policy and...
Ruthless world domination?
Yes, very good. Yes, I've missed you, Charles. Did we ever...
No, Your Highness.
Well, maybe one day. Maybe one day. So, it's chaps only in the huts, is it?
I was hoping to introduce you to Minka, but she seems to have...
Your Highness.
You startled me.
Minka is from Poland. She escaped before the Nazis arrived.
Not true. Nazis arrive in my town. Bang, bang. No Nazis. Then I leave.
Oh, a brave and plucky Pole. Good for you. I'd like to shake your hand.
Oh, I don't think that's a good idea, Your Highness. If you'd like to step through here, we've done some wall displays on the logistical and administrative front.
Oh, how dull. I thought this place would be much more exciting. I know you're all boring, spotty boffins, but come on, really. I mean, oh, what's that?
What's what, Your Highness?
That noise.
Noise?
Well, it sounds like heavy machinery. I like heavy machinery. Takes me back to my days in the Navy. Wonderful times. I was as happy as, well, as a Nancy boy on a boat full of sailors.
Why don't you step this way?
No, the sounds are coming from that hut there.
Your Highness.
Ah, grease monkey, how divine.
I'm afraid I cannot let you into this hut, Your Highness.
And he's from Geordie land. Oh, dreamy. What's your name? The cat got your tongue?
No, sorry. My name's Archie, and the machinery's malfunctioning. It's too dangerous to
Oh,
go
I'll be
in.
fine.
No, Your Highness, please. You're just too precious to risk.
Oh, you think I'm precious? Oh, you are sweet. Isn't he sweet? Oh, lovely. Mind you, Petal, I think I'm a bit out of your league.
No, not precious to me. Precious to the country.
Oh, am I not precious to you then, Sweet Pea?
No, I meant, do you just call me Sweet Pea?
You know, you're quite a lamb when you're all confused.
Perhaps Your Highness would like to see the main house.
Well, all right, but I want to see in there. It sounds very exciting.
This way, Your Highness.
Maybe I'll see you later. Archie Barchie.
Evening, Mrs. B.
All right, lads, what'll it be?
6 whiskies, each with a pint chaser.
Blimey, what's got into you?
Nothing, thankfully.
He just met the Duke of Kent.
Ah, and you'd be just his type. Although it's not just men he likes.
Oh, Mrs. B, you
There may have been a time when our paths crossed in the West End.
I can't believe it. Mrs. B, you and Prince George.
Let's put this into context, shall we? He's not picky and knows Mrs. B.
What I don't understand is why the Prince talked to Archie as if Archie was a girl.
Gordon, I think we need to have a little talk about people like the Prince. Let's put it this way. Some men play rugby union. Some play rugby league.
Right, I'm not with you.
And put it this way. Rugby union is the more popular of the two. But the Prince likes to scrum down in rugby league.
They don't really have scrums in rugby league.
That is true.
Right. The Prince likes to ruck with men.
They don't really ruck either.
In league, isn't it all about tackle?
Yes, and for the Duke, it's also about the tackle.
Right. Archie, what's he talking about?
No, forget it.
Well, say what you like, he's a very good-looking bloke, isn't he, Minka?
I'm not Minka. I'm Mindy the Brownie, dip.
Now, that is a scary sight.
And I thought brownies wore a sash, not belts of ammunition.
Minka, what are you doing?
I infiltrate brownies.
For the last time, they're not fascists.
Brown Owl in league with Oswald Mosley. So, I find Brown Owl. She take me to Oswald Mosley. He say, "Ooh, hello, little brown shirt." I stab in head.
Minka, stabbing anyone in the head is frowned upon.
Although, in Mosley's case, it could go either way. You know, you might get 7 years or an OBE. You just can't tell.
It's okay. I have plan B.
Minka, I really wouldn't... Where's she gone?
Ah, good. I thought you'd be here. I've got a note from the Duke of Kent.
A general thanks for having me.
Dear Archibald, the heavenly grease monkey.
What?
I'm wondering if you need any help oiling those big machines. I'd be more than happy to put on some overalls and show you just how precious I can be. Yours, Kent.
Look, he's put some kisses.
Kisses from a man. Must be something he picked up on the continent.
It's not the only thing he's picked up from the continent.
So, you and the Duke will have this saloon bar to yourself.
I'm not going through with it.
Yeah, the overalls are there. He'll probably ask you to put them on and then take them off.
I'm not putting on some oily overalls so some lecherous prince can leer at me. It's degrading.
Archie, it's a matter of national security. We've got to keep him busy so he doesn't poke around Hut 9.
No, but it's all right if he pokes around me.
Oh, come on, Archie. Can't you just take one for the team?
Look. It's all right for you two. You both went to public school. It's practically on the curriculum there. You know. Classics, French, sex with the housemaster. Anyway, why can't Colonel Standring just say he cannot go in there?
Because he's a prince of the realm and he outranks all of us. He was in the Navy.
He's a rear admiral.
That's what I'm afraid of.
Archie, I've told you, you won't actually have to go through with it. Just play along and have a drink, and then I'll come in and say that there's a problem with the valves in Hut 9 and the Duke can't be there for safety reasons.
I suppose that could work, but just don't leave it too long.
He's here.
Quick, put the overalls on.
No.
Hello, Archie. It's your precious.
Your Highness.
Don't stand up. Well, not yet, anyway. Why don't we have a nice, quiet drink?
Aye, why not? We're just two hearty lads enjoying a pint together in a pub.
Here are your drinks.
Why does my drink contain an umbrella?
It's a cocktail. You're lucky I had some mixes in.
Excellent. Bottoms up.
What?
I'll leave you two in peace.
Well, here we are then. Two hearty lads enjoying a cocktail together. What's happened to the lights?
Sorry, it's the fuse. Don't worry, I have some candles here.
Oh, that's handy.
No problem.
Well, here we are, two hearty lads having cocktails by candlelight. Charles, could you stop playing piano, please?
Sorry.
But Archie, why don't you put on those overalls for me?
There's no rush. Why don't we talk for a bit?
Well, what do you like to talk about?
Politics?
Okay. What do you make of Hitler? I think he's a puppet.
Right.
And I can't stand those beastly communists.
Yeah, let's not talk about politics.
Well, of course, we don't have to talk about anything. We could play a game. How about 9 Men's Morris? It's very hard to find 9 men called Morris, but well worth the effort.
Why don't I put on the overalls?
Yeah, I'll help you.
It's okay, it'll go on very easily. Here we go, and... Oh,
how lovely.
Someone's cut a large hole in the crotch.
Well, it'll save time.
I wonder who could have done that. Charles!
Sorry, I hope I wasn't interrupting.
Well, actually...
There appears to be a large hole in my overalls. I wonder how it got there.
Mice?
Anyway, don't you have some news for me? About Hut 9?
No.
You do? Everything all right? In Hut 9, a problem with the valves?
No, all in perfect working order.
You total and utter...
Charles, I hate to sound rude, but Archie and I were rather in the middle of something.
Absolutely. Anyway, I'd love to stay, but Archie's made it very clear in the past that he doesn't do chaperones.
No, I do chaperones. I'm up for anything. You're a Bradlow man, aren't you?
Yes, but I don't see...
You lot are famous for it. Archie, hold my drink. What? Come here, Charles. You first.
Your Highness, please.
Your Highness.
Oh, reinforcements. Now, this is my kind of party.
This is an armed escort, Your Highness.
Please don't tell me they're all called Morris.
Your Highness, your life is in danger. A bomb has been discovered nearby under the scout hut. It appears to be the work of anti-fascists. On the side of the hut there was graffiti which read, Dib Dib Zig Heil, Brown Owl is Ava Braun.
Oh. Well, who would do such a thing?
I wonder.
No, it's just mean. There's nothing wrong with being a fascist.
No, apart from the racism, the camps...
So I'm afraid we have to evacuate the area while the bomb is defused.
Oh, well, all right then.
You'll have to come with me to a safe house.
Oh, really? Actually, Josh, you're quite something in your uniform.
Oh, thank you very much.
Yes. Fancy a game of shove, piggy, shove?
H33 starred Robert Bathurst, Tom Goodman-Hill, Olivia Colman, Lill Roughley, Alex McQueen and Fergus Craig. The Duke was played by Michael Fenton Stevens. It was written by James Cary. The producer was Adam Bromley.
H33 by James Cary.
Archie, I'm getting a bit stuck with this message from a German supply depot in Narvik. Can you see where I'm going wrong?
Gordon, did you have to write it on toilet paper?
Well, we're out of everything else. Squared paper, plain paper, newspaper, envelopes, and all those pamphlets telling us to save paper.
Tell me about it.
What are you using?
I'm writing around the edges of this London to Cambridge timetable, but with all these extra numbers, I've just realised I've spent the last 2 hours doing differential calculus on the 1017 from King's Cross.
Morning, all.
Morning, Charles.
Where have you been? We've been sweating away for hours, reduced to doing our work on toilet paper.
Is that some northern euphemism?
No.
Oh, it's a maths joke. Log tables. Hilarious.
No. We're out of paper, and there's no coffee or chocolate, and I'm down to my last 3 ciggies.
And I can't get my car seats reupholstered.
Yes, that's the same, isn't it?
You wouldn't believe the lengths I've had to go to get suede for my Bugatti.
Suede? How did you get hold of suede?
With a few choice cuts of meat and cheese from the old college. Being an Oxford professor should have some perks.
Typical bourgeois academic, suckling at the teat of inherited wealth.
Archie, at St Sebastian's College, we only eat produce from college lands.
I heard you can walk from Oxford to Land's End on St Sebastian's land.
No, you can't, actually. You'd be shot for trespassing.
Good morning, H33. Are we all well?
This hut's freezing. We're out of supplies, and the canteen's serving cauliflower and beans for the 8th day running. Josh, we need pencils, paper.
And would it be too much to ask for some cured meats at lunchtime? Parma ham, if you can get it.
Parma ham? Charles, we are at war with the Italians.
Yes, in theory, but they're not exactly trying, are they?
They did invade North Africa.
Well, I never think of the Italians as invading, more just arriving in another country dressed as soldiers.
Well, I'm sorry they've ruined your dinner plans.
You'd have thought we could cut some sort of deal. We could get the RAF to drop some Aberdeen Angus on Rome.
Great idea. Maybe we could get them to carpet bomb Luton with olives.
Actually, we could get them to just carpet bomb Luton with bombs. I'm sure no one would mind too much.
Well, if you need supplies, let me know and I'll see what I can do.
I'll write you a list.
Look at all that paper.
Where'd you get all that?
Hut 5. It was left over from their paper aeroplane tournament.
What?
How did they get all that paper?
No, simple. They just say that they've got 27 people working there, when in fact there's only 20 of them.
That's cheating.
It's common practice. Everyone knows those other 7 codebreakers are made up.
Are they? How do we know that?
Oh, because they're called grumpy, happy, sleepy, bashful.
One of them's a trained medic, though.
Well, you mean Doc?
Is he made up too?
Hut 5 were making up personnel to get their rations. We can all do that. Josh, we need extra spinach for Popeye, the sailor man.
Righto. And what will Bluto need?
Josh, I'm making them up.
Look, Archie is just having a joke with you. But seriously, Josh, we are getting some new recruits. Marks, Spencer, Freeman, Hardy and Willis.
Righto.
All right, gents, what will it be?
Orange squash, please, Mrs. B.
Do you think if I drink a pint of gin, I'll get so drunk I won't notice how hungry I am?
Probably.
Pint of gin then, please.
We're out of gin.
Oh, for heaven's sake. Pint of bitter then.
Keep going.
Got any stout?
Not as such.
Mild?
Just out.
Any paraffin left in the nightlight?
Minka's already had that. In fact, she asked for that before we ran out of booze.
Right, so we're now standing in the world's first teetotal pub. Expecting a busload of Quakers?
Be fair, Archie. Supplies are low.
Not for Charles. He's gone back for a dinner at his college. Right now, he'll be eating a cow the size of the Bodleian.
Well, he'll miss out if he's not back for breakfast. I'm getting some fresh eggs delivered.
Fresh eggs?
Shh! Not so loud. I managed to sweet-talk a nice young man.
Into laying eggs.
Gordon, I know you're innocent, but that is stupid even by your standards.
Sorry.
Mrs. B, are you dealing with a spiv?
What's a spiv?
Shh! He is not a spiv. He's just a bloke who can get stuff.
You mean he's a thief? That's awful.
They're not thieves. They just happen to be there when stuff falls off the back of lorries. Admittedly, he does sometimes get into the lorry first, open the back and give it a little shove.
I wouldn't do that with eggs.
Mrs. B, my favourite customer.
All right, Bill, you got me eggs.
There you go, your paraffin and that new bell for calling time.
Oh, lovely.
Look at all that stuff. Obviously nicked.
It is not nicked.
Why does this bell say HMS Cornwall?
Hello, young man. You look like you'd be interested in a Superman comic.
Ooh,
In which Superman takes on the Nazis. 3 shillings.
If you think you can peddle your bootleg wares with me and Gordon, let me tell you. Hut 33 are men of honour. We do not deal in stolen goods.
You want it in a bag?
yes, please.
Gordon, what are you doing?
It's a Superman comic. Do you have any idea how hard these are to come by?
Well, Bill, I don't know how you sleep at night.
Oh, pretty well. I have a 4-poster bed, courtesy of Hampton Court, and almost limitless supply of whiskey.
You draft dodger.
I'm just trying to make an honest living, running a legitimate business. Now, if you need anything, you'll find me a van in the lay-by after dark. Knock 3 times and ask for Lord Halifax.
Last orders at the bar. Oh, that bell's very nautical. Reminds me of that night with Admiral Dönitz.
You and Admiral Dönitz.
It was on a Baltic cruise in 23. And I might be open-minded, but I'm not playing up Periscope again.
So, Charles, I see you and Gordon both scoffed the contraband eggs this morning.
Yes, well, the banquet was very disappointing.
Oh, dear. Did a butler trip over a tapestry and stab you in the ghoulies with a carving knife?
No.
One can but dream.
Well, if you must know, the RAF have commandeered the entire college food cellar. We couldn't even have a starter because they'd scoffed all the foie gras.
Well, they did prevent the Germans from invading.
Yes, but they're flying sorties over France every day. Would it kill them to land every now and again and pick up some local pâté?
I think it probably would kill them.
Fascist!
Minka, stop doing that.
When Nazis invade your country, you learn to move piano.
Piano?
It's Italian for quietly.
No, we move piano and drop on head of Nazi.
Oh, I see.
So, who is this fascist?
It's obviously Charles.
I am not a fascist. I just happen to believe that anyone who calls their midday meal dinner should be removed from society.
Not you, Gordon. He fascist. He read book by Nietzsche about Übermensch.
Übermensch? Oh, Superman.
Gordon bought a comic off a Spiv for 3 shillings.
Oh, Gordon, I'm appalled. You can get them at half that price on the Oxford black market.
Hang on, it's missing a back page. Oh, no.
Oh, no. How will you ever find out if the indestructible Superman's going to be all right?
What a swizz.
Well, that'll teach you to buy stuff off Spivs. Where are your principals?
Gordon's principles are probably with yours, in a box, in mint condition, completely unused.
Are you saying I've got no principles?
No, I'm just saying that you're the biggest hypocrite since Lenin said that he had to wear silk underwear because he had sensitive skin.
I am not a hypocrite. And Lenin did have sensitive skin.
You trots are all the same.
Excuse me, which of us ate scrambled eggs stolen from the people?
How was your scrambled powdered egg?
Very nice. It tasted of virtue, honour, and cat sick.
Morning, H33. Look out.
Finally, more rations.
They're for the new chaps.
What new chaps?
Marks, Spencer, Freeman, Hardy and Willis. Good job you told me they were coming. There was no record anywhere in the paperwork.
I think there's been some mistake.
No, there hasn't. No, they'll be here.
Well, when they do arrive, here's the squared paper, cigarettes, razors, chocolate bars and, oh, look, a tin of pineapple chunks.
Pineapple chunks?
There are some uniforms, but the quartermaster wasn't sure about sizes, so he said if Marks and Spencer have a problem with their clothes, they can always take them back.
OK, I'll pass it on.
Oh, and H33 gave me this message to give you.
I'll take them.
Carry on, H33.
Right, I'm having the cigarettes and the pineapple chunks. Gordon, would you like the paper and the chocolate?
Yes, please.
And I take razor blades.
What else have we got in here? Pencils. Oh, some nice boots.
So, while you help yourself to stolen goods, I'll read this decrypt from H17.
If you wouldn't mind.
To General Helmut Kleinbaum for 12th Panzer Division in Denmark. Emergency. Send more bacon. Plus swastika-shaped Black Forest gateau for Hitler's birthday. Plus foie gras for banquet starter.
That's my foie gras, bastards.
Right, I'll give in. Next time I see that spiv, I'm buying a wheelbarrow full of bacon. That's not a van, that's a lorry.
It's a juggernaut.
A fascinating word, juggernaut. It's from an annual Hindu festival in Puri.
Were you bullied much at school? Because you should have been. I'd like to speak to Lord Halifax.
Gentlemen, welcome to my humble emporium.
Wow, it's like an Aladdin's cave.
So very much. Now, what can I do you for? I've got tin food, suits, watches, pots, pans, radios, booze.
Is that a suit of armour?
Where?
Next to the Enigma machine?
Could be. Now, do you actually want something, or am I going to have to start charging for oxygen?
I was wondering if you happen to have some walnut door panelling for a Bugatti.
I've got mahogany.
Mahogany? How would that go with the suede?
Got any bacon?
Oh, look who it is. You want to buy bacon from a blood-sucking poisonous parasite?
Yeah, well, I don't know what I said. I was drunk.
No, you weren't. I happen to know that pub's out of booze.
Are you going to sell me bacon or what?
To you, £5.
£5? I want bacon, not a talking pig.
You say that, but I can get you one that grunts God Save the King.
I just want bacon.
What about a dog that can ride a bike? No? Well, as I say, the bagging's £5.
Well, obviously I cannot pay that.
No, tell you what, Archie, we could probably sell the rest around the other huts. We could even make a profit.
I'm not sure. Bill, are you sure this bacon's, kosher?
Just bring us £5 tomorrow and you'll have bacon.
You're on.
Hut 7 want 10 bacon sandwiches at twopence each.
Tuppence? We'll never raise a fiver at those prices. Minka's getting a shilling apiece.
Yes, but I don't have her force of personality. Or such a big knife.
Me and Mr. Choppy Chop can be very persuasive. Hut 12 give me £2 as long as they get 20 sandwiches. And I not go back with Mr. Choppy Chop.
And Hut 3 gave me 4p apiece on the condition that Minka doesn't visit them.
Do we have enough?
Let's see. Adding up, it comes to £4, 13, 14, 15, 15 shillings.
So we're 5 shillings short.
Well, you must be able to raise 5 shillings between us.
Yeah, we must. Hand it over, Charles.
No, flat broke, I'm afraid. Just spent my last pennies getting the suede in my car de-stressed.
Yeah, I can see how that would be a priority during a global conflict of the free world against fascism. Gordon.
I haven't got any more pocket money.
Look, for the last time, it's not called pocket money. It's called...
Wages, yes, I know. And I spent my last 5 shillings on the last page of the comic.
Minka, you got any spare shillings?
I send all my money to my sister. She in terrible place.
Is she in Poland?
Cardiff.
Poor girl.
Well, we need to make up the money from somewhere.
What's going on here?
Josh, yes, we're about to play a game for morale. Keep spirits up.
Oh, absolutely. Yes, my father says war is all about morale.
Ah, yes. Yeah. General Crusher Fanshawe Marshall. The man who tries to raise morale in his own regiments by taking away their weapons.
Well, it does encourage teamwork.
So that's why he made his regiment storm a German position armed only with a cricket bat.
That's Peter. Anyway, what's this game you're going to play?
Oh, well, it's a lot of fun. It's called 5 shillings short.
Oh, I don't know that one. I'm always keen to learn new games.
Yes, well, Archie is the dealer, or Bob, as it's called in this game.
Oh, right.
Now, we all have to think of a number between 1 and 10. Actually, Josh, you can think of a number between 4 and 6.
Oh, righto.
And then we'll all give that number to the dealer, and whoever's the highest wins.
Oh, I see.
So, you give your number to Archie, the dealer, and remember his special name.
OK. Let me give you 5, Bob.
Ah, that's very kind of you.
Well done, Archie. Now, anyone got higher than 5? No? Good. Well, pay the man, Josh.
Righto.
You've got such a nice car, Charles.
Thank you. And the mahogany works well with the suede, doesn't it?
And thank goodness that suede has been de-stressed, or I don't know what I would have done. I'd like to speak to Lord Halifax.
You got my money?
There you are. Here's your money, £5 exactly. Now, where is it? There better be a lot of bacon.
Oh, there certainly is.
And it better be fresh.
Oh, it's fresh.
It's a pig!
I can tell you don't need glasses. Which is a shame, as I've got a few pairs in here. You might...
Great. What are we meant to do with a whole pig?
You can do what you want, I'm not judging you.
Right, now I'm going to knock your block off.
Look, Archie, this is perfect. Look, we can fatten the pig, sell more sandwiches, and make a profit and eat like kings.
I'm a Republican.
Very well, we'll eat like wealthy, corrupt, elected leaders.
Well, that's no better.
Guys, how are we going to slaughter and butcher a whole pig?
Minka.
Well, that's that then. Unless I can interest you in an engine for a Bugatti. I know this bloke who drives a... Oh, that's you, isn't it? See you later!
Now, how are we going to get this thing home? We've only got my car.
I think you've answered your own question.
No. I've just spent a fortune on that back seat.
Fine, you can go in the front. Gordon, open the door.
He is not going in the front.
Dad, I wanted to go in the front.
You got a better idea?
Let me at least put a blanket down for him.
What makes you sure it's a him?
That looks like a hymn to me.
Oh, my beautiful suede!
You're not seriously suggesting keeping this pig in Hut 33?
Oh, do you have any better ideas?
What about Hut 32? At least it won't be crapping on our floor.
Well, I think the people in Hut 32 might have a problem with that, even if 2 of them are from Devon.
Is that Josh? Quick, cover up the pig.
Archie, relax. I'll handle it.
What's going on in here?
Josh. Hi, yes, meet, Willis.
Yes, this is Willis. Freeman and Hardy were reassigned to Hut 12, but we've got Willis. I was just showing him the ropes.
Oh, well done, Bob.
My name's Archie.
Oh, yes, right. Now then, Willis, I'm glad you could make it at last. You will need to sign for your rations, so I hope you can hold a pen. Charles, could I have a quiet word?
Of course.
I don't mean to be harsh, but this chap looks an awful lot like a pig.
You think so?
Well, pink skin, snout, curly tail. I mean, I could check my boy's book of animals, but that has got all the hallmarks of a pig.
Josh, I didn't want to have to tell you this, but I'll let you into a little secret. We're trying out some experimental code-breaking methods.
Ah.
You know how pigs are supposed to be intelligent?
No.
Well, they are.
Right. Oh, and you were thinking that Willis might be fluent in the language of the Nazi swine.
Yeah, let's go with that.
But he's eating the messages.
No, he's not eating them. He's inwardly digesting them.
Oh, I see. And when he comes up with something, he... Oh. Right. That happens, I see.
I've sold another 50 bacon sandwiches for 3 shillings apiece. And there's a secondary market opening up in pork belly options.
Gordon! What on earth do you think you're doing?
Oh, hello, Josh. Sorry.
I can't believe you'd say something so insensitive in front of Willis. Say sorry to him and get on with your work.
What?
Go on.
Sorry, Willis. Willis might be staying here overnight, just to make up for lost time.
No problem, Bob. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to get Willis's official uniform taken in. I think they're a little bit long in the leg.
Oh, that was close.
Willis, stop eating the messages.
Leave him alone. He's got to eat something. Poor Willis.
Look, stop calling him Willis. If we name him, we will never want to kill him. Kill it.
I kill it.
Minka, hello.
You want me to kill Piggy? No problem. Here, Piggy, let me introduce you to Mr. Choppy Chop.
No, not just yet, Minka.
So, what are we going to do now?
I don't know about you, but I'm going to bed. Willis, you'll be fine here overnight.
Are you joking? Given the kit in that Spivs lorry, nothing round here is safe unless it's nailed down.
This we can do.
Minka, you're not nailing a pig to the ground. For a start, we haven't got long enough nails. Okay, so you haven't nails, but it's just wrong.
Oh, look at me, I'm British. I try to win war, but look at the lovely little piggy. Hey, I'm a little piggy. Please don't nail me to the floor, you are weak.
All right, gents, you're just in time for last orders.
Last orders in a pub with no alcohol. Well, I'll have a pint of, oh, that's right, you don't have anything.
Beggars can't be choosers. Everything's in short supply. I see the Royal Bedfordshire Rifles had their mascot stolen.
Mascot? What sort of mascot?
You mean a cuddly toy?
As in pig. Someone presumably wanted some bacon. Stolen to order, they reckon. Honestly, some people.
Yeah,
some
you
people,
can't
that's
trust anyone.
Terrible.
Well, call the police if you see it.
It has a name. He's called Willis. At least that's what we'd call him if we had it. And it was a him, which it might not be if it existed.
Keep digging, Gordon, you might strike oil.
So you've got the pig. I'd get rid of it if I was you.
Minka,
Hello.
Time to sharpen Mr. Choppy Chop.
Oh, goody.
You can't kill Willis.
If you keep calling him Willis, you won't want your bacon.
Charles, we're not going to kill it now. It's a regimental mascot.
So it'll have been very well fed and very flavoursome.
I'm with Archie. Even if we do kill him and sell the bacon, there'll still be bits left over. The head, tail and insides.
No problem. I have old Polish recipe for head, tail and insides.
What's it called?
Pig head, tail and insides. On toast.
I think I'm going to be sick.
OK, let's do this democratically. I vote we take him back.
Me too.
I vote we eat him. Especially after what he did to my suede.
I vote we eat him too. After we've dressed him up as Nazi and hunted him with cricket bat.
I vote we eat him. I could use the bacon.
You don't get a vote.
Oh, that's very democratic. Some of us handcuffed ourselves to the railings to get the vote.
Did you?
No. I found I got much better results handcuffing myself to David Lloyd George.
Well, you weren't in on this, so you don't get the vote. And it's 2 votes all.
Have you heard the news about that missing pig?
Hey? Josh,
Well, I did some very serious thinking and I put 2 and 2 together, and you know what? I was wondering if we could ask Willis. He might know something.
Well, I don't think any of us expected that.
Why don't we take him back to the barracks and see if he can find any clues?
What a good idea. We should probably do it in the dead of night, so we don't disturb anyone.
Well, if you think that's best.
Right, Charles, get your car out. We're going on a little trip.
What? No.
Alternatively, I could just call the regiment and explain everything and get them to send over some transport.
It's such a lovely evening. Let's go for a spin. So, now, which way?
The atlas says we turn left, but the road sign says go right.
Oh, well, we can ignore those. They've all been changed to confuse the Germans.
I'm starting to wish they'd come.
Archie, none of that talk, please.
It's a pity about the blackout, the cloud, and the lack of moon.
Yes, that thought did cross my mind the second time I drove into a ditch.
Oh, hang on. I recognise that tree.
We're in a wood.
Can someone tell me which way I should turn?
What do you think, Willis? There's no need for that sort of language.
Look, we've been driving for 2 hours. It's only 7 miles to the barracks. Am I going to die in this car?
With any luck?
I can just imagine family Christmases at home. Tell me how Uncle Archie died in the war. Was he shot on a daring mission to occupy France? No, he shot the occupants of a car, including a regimental pig, before turning the gun on himself.
Well, why don't you start with turning the gun on yourself?
Ah, somewhere with a light outside.
I recognise this.
Me too.
And we're back at the pub. Well done, everyone.
Oh, no, they've set up a checkpoint.
No problem. I'll just have a nice old chat with him, and all will be well.
Excuse me, Lieutenant. We're looking for a stolen pig.
So are we, in fact. We've enlisted a pig to find a pig. Slowly, slowly. Catchy, piggy.
Are you playing games, sir?
Well, I can do. In fact, I've just learned a good one. It's called 5 shillings short. I think of a number between 4 and 6, and I give you 5 bob.
Well, that is a nice game. Everything seems to be in order. Carry on.
Are these the barracks?
Tricky one. Long buildings, barbed wire, and the sign saying barracks.
At last.
Come on, Willis. Out you get. Oh, steady. Willis, stop eating my trousers. All right, you can have my beret, but you won't want your breakfast. Now, don't go running off, Willis. Come back here. That's an order.
Right, they'll find the pig sooner or later. Right, let's go before it gets light.
But we can't just leave Josh here. If he's found with the pig, he'll be court-martialed and shot.
And your point is?
Actually, he wouldn't be shot because his dad's a general, and the whole thing will be hushed up. Ah.
So, off we go then.
Shouldn't we at least say something to Josh?
No, you're probably right. Bye, Josh.
Oh, hello, Minka. We're back.
Where is Willis? I make Polish recipe, pork with apple and grenade.
Sorry, you eat a grenade?
No, piggy eats grenade. Boom! Stew.
We found the barracks eventually.
After my car's upholstery was completely ruined, again, and I'm not touching that gear stick until it's been professionally cleaned. It's all going to cost me a fortune.
Well, don't come after me for money. Mine was all in that pig.
And he ate my comic book.
Morning, H33.
Joshua fan, Shaw Marshall.
I think so. Can I get back to you on that, though?
Josh, we probably owe you an apology.
Oh, don't mention it. They used to play games like that at Sandhurst all the time. Games like Where's Josh? Josh Overboard and Josh in the Middle of the Scottish Highlands. All good fun.
So you're not cross?
Oh, well, you know, I can take a bit of tomfoolery, but I have to say it was bad form to leave behind Willis as well.
Ah, well, he's gone now.
Gone? No, not a word of it. We hitched a lift back here together. Willis!
Oh, my goodness.
And he hasn't touched his chocolate rations.
No, I'll have those.
Or his cigarettes.
Don't mind if I do.
Now, Josh, fancy another game of 5 shillings short.
Oh, rather.
H33 starred Robert Bathurst, Tom Goodman-Hill, Olivia Colman, Lill Roughley, Alex McQueen and Fergus Craig. The Spiv was played by Stephen Critchlow. It was written by James Cary. The producer was Adam Bromley.